Welcome to this wonderful episode of Animal Talk. And I'm so excited to have a very special guest, Gilbert the Party Pig, along with his sister, Minnie the dog, and his momager or pigager, I'm not really sure, Michelle, for this episode. So thank you so much for being here, all three of you. It's really an honor. I originally discovered Gilbert on Facebook. And as soon as I knew he existed, if you will, I knew I wanted him to be part of the podcast because according to Gilbert, he drops the mic all the time.
Thank you so much for having us. We're excited.
Well, that's great. And so tell me, how long has Gilbert been in your life?
Actually, it's coming up on 2 years. March 16th will be his gotcha day. So we got him at 3.5 months old. And and he's 2 years old.
So he's still just a youngin', so to speak.
Yeah.
A lot of life. That's exciting. So what drove you, if you will, to adopt a mini American pig, which is what Gilbert is? He's not a potbelly pig, but an American mini pig. And from what I understand, they're kind of a Heinz 57, if you will, of pigs.
Right. I just honestly, I ended up just following a lot of people on Instagram that had pet pigs. I just started to see all these people, and I'm like, these are the cutest things. I never would have thought a pig would live in someone's house and, be like a dog, which they kind of are in a lot of ways. And it was just years of following these really cute pigs. And one day I was just like, I have to make this happen for myself. I need to get a pig. I feel like I just needed a pig in my life. And I was getting older, and I was like, the kids are getting older. I'm getting older. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it.
And sometimes we just need pigs in our lives.
Exactly. So he was my 40th birthday gift, actually, from my husband. So I thought that was a great way to turn 40.
Yes. Now, Minnie, your beautiful little dog, she's all black for those of you who are just listening. How long has she been with you?
She actually just had we just had her 5 years on March 5th.
So
March 5th was her gotcha day.
And Gilbert's saying this is about him, not about Minnie. And I'm just being kind, Gilbert, by introducing your sister, but we'll go back to you, of course, because you are the center of the universe. And I think you're a little lucky your sister puts up with some of your shenanigans. And he says, yes. By the way, he says he's smarter than dogs.
Yes. That is very true. He's very definitely smarter than dogs.
So maybe he said dogs are more pig-like than pigs are dog-like.
Yeah, that could be. Sometimes I don't know if he thinks he's a dog or the dog thinks that she's a pig, because sometimes she will follow what he does and he will follow what she does. It's pretty funny.
I think they just get along really well and enjoy each other's company. And there's a lot of similarities, if you will, in terms of their likes. But according to Gilbert, he just said pigs are a lot cleaner than dogs.
Oh, definitely. I would agree.
And for those who are not familiar with pigs are very clean, fastidious animals. And I had the privilege of raising a couple of pigs a million years ago. And they had a separate area for their toileting. And the reason why they got muddy and dirty was because they didn't want to get sunburned.
Exactly.
Which is brilliant, right, Gilbert?
Yeah. Well, Gilbert lived in the South for over a year. So we definitely, in the summer, had to sunscreen him. Because, you know, the southern sun is a little bit different than the northern sun.
Right. And Gilbert is here in southern New England, which we get sun, but not like the South or the West or whatever. So, yeah, right. You have to keep that in mind that pigs are very sensitive inside and out.
Right. Really, Gilbert? You're that tired today?
No, my sense of it is he's participating in the conversation. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with animal communication, how I'm hearing Gilbert is through the telepathic connection. And telepathy means feeling another soul or spirit over a distance. And that's how I communicate with animals. And that's how Gilbert is communicating with me right now. We all do. We all hear our animals telepathically. It's just, I've spent the last 25 years developing my ability to translate for them and give them a voice so we can hear that they do have thoughts, feelings, and viewpoints. And they're smart. Sometimes, absolutely. I don't know about you, Michelle, but sometimes I think animals are smart, much smarter than we are.
I would have to agree. I think they're always thinking something.
Yeah, and they're very aware of what's going on around them. They just may not be reactive to what's going on around them. I mean, Gilbert says he very much knows when you take him to a party.
That's great.
And he enjoys it. He said the thing he appreciates is when the humans let go of their preconceived notions or judgments around who Gilbert is and how he should react.
Right.
Because
that's good.
He says there's some speciesism, if you will. You know, people have, like when they see a wolf or another animal with a pig, they may have this notion of they're dirty or they're unruly. But Gilbert's none of those. So he loves being not only a party pig, but he says he really enjoys being an ambassador pig.
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, and he loves educating people because he feels that if people had a bond with a pig, maybe they would see not only them in a different light, obviously, but maybe how they're treated overall. And so, I mean, sadly, and we won't spend much time on this, Gilbert, because I can see you turning around on this subject, but certainly how we digest and eat different animals, Gilbert really wants to switch that. He would like to see people eat more of what he eats. Because he says what he eats is perfect. He tells me he eats lots of root vegetables. He loves digging in the garden when he has the opportunity. And he says that sustains me. He's a little confused why it doesn't sustain humans.
Right. I would love that because I'm mostly plant-based, so I feel the same way. I wish more people would switch that.
Yes.
Even if it's small. Baby steps.
Well,
Meatless Monday.
Well, we've got vegan Fridays in the New York City school system now, thanks to their new mayor.
I've seen that.
Who is, I guess he's a vegan. So, you know, I think we have to let go of this notion vegetables are bad.
No, they're very good.
They're very good. And Gilbert says he consumes plenty of them. And he says, I think I look great.
He's definitely a nice fit pig, I would say.
Yes, he does not want to be, he would rather be an in-shape pig than an overweight pig because he feels that's a stereotype that doesn't fit his persona.
Right. Yeah,
although
he's definitely active.
Yes, and he he says that's part of why he feels so joyful, is because you do keep him active, not only physically, but you stimulate him mentally as well. And he's a very social being. Pigs are social. So getting him out and meeting different species is kind of fun. I mean, as long as it's safe, like most humans, he feels are safe to be around. But like we discussed, setting up the podcast, he brought up being in a home with a dog he wasn't sure about. Right. He didn't trust that the dog would be respectful. So I think Gilbert left the room or something.
Probably walked away.
He did. He knew. He was telling me that for the most part, where you go is very safe. But certain dogs and certain animals, he's a very good judge of character, he feels. So he wasn't too sure. And I think, according to Gilbert, that the dog was more unsure of Gilbert than Gilbert was of the dog. Because Gilbert says he's very chill around dogs for the most part.
Yeah, he is.
But
I feel like dogs don't know how to react. They don't know what it is. They have no clue. They just are like, what is this?
Well, and the smell, with the dog's olfactory and the kind of, it's just like, it's sort of, their minds kind of pop.
Right.
I mean, I could see my dog at first just wanting to sniff Gilbert all over. He's still a puppy, but then once realizing there's nothing, or maybe feeding him a treat or two, realizing there's nothing to worry about, he'd probably mellow out. But I can see how dogs' minds sort of pop, because Gilbert smiles and says, "Yes, I know, I smell good." Oh, the pig. Right, big boy. And just hello, handsome.
He's so cute.
He knows it. So something he brought up to me, Michelle, and of course, being his momager, if you will, he hopes that you will continue to work to help him be a pet influencer.
Okay.
In whatever way feels right to you. But he says people just need to see his face, because he radiates such joy and light.
Well, he does. I have people messaging me and like, I need to meet Gilbert. I'm in love with Gilbert. Like, these are messages that I get. I have a crush on Gilbert.
Well, I'm going to be full disclosure. I got a crush on Gilbert too. I absolutely have a crush on him, and I can't wait, hopefully, to meet him as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
Although he's so funny when you say, people want to meet him. He shows me being like at a big pig rally where he is the star and there are people cheering, and he may have, maybe a little headpiece on and just trotting out and holding court and welcoming his fans.
That's actually funny that you said he'll have a little headpiece on. We just actually bought him like a St. Patrick's Day headband. Oh. And my husband took pictures of him in it the other day. So he did have a headpiece on.
Well, he actually likes them.
He does? Because okay.
I mean, I don't know if he wants to keep them on forever, but not so bad.
Yeah.
And then what he shows me wearing it is, I guess you all laughed very, very hard because it was so stinking cute.
Oh yeah. We got some photos, different poses of him in it.
Can't wait to see them with St. Patrick's Day. I guess they'll go up next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
actually, I have some, there might be some up on certain business sites we just were advertising if anyone wants them on St. Patrick's Day. So I think we put some on there. But
and for those who live here in Southern New England or the New York metropolitan area, what is your website or Instagram site so that if they are interested in meeting Gilbert or having him to a pig party, if you will, how can they get hold of you?
Yep. So it's on Facebook, Gilbert the Party Pig. My phone number is there, my email is there, and you can private message me.
Easy. And really, Gilbert loves that he is the party pig. He's very, he wants you to know that he's very proud of that.
Oh, good. I have actually one question.
Sure.
So, not now because of where we are, like in a year down the road when we're in a bigger place and we're kind of just settling back into Connecticut, we want to get Gilbert a sibling, another pig, a little baby pig. So I'm wondering like how he'll feel about that.
Well, right now, he doesn't want anybody stealing his thunder, so to speak. Right. Even Minnie, sometimes he gets like, and she doesn't even want to take the spotlight, but he's like, it's all about me. However, he says a year from now, he has no idea where he'll be or how he'll feel. So he said, let's revisit it. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes. His biggest fear is the piglet will steal the limelight.
Right.
And he, as we have been discussing, he really covets and loves being the center of the world.
Right.
And being,
that makes sense.
But that doesn't mean that he won't like a little piglet. We just have to see, how he feels about a girl, a boy, lots of unknowns. And something that you probably know that, and my listeners, is animals live in the now.
Right.
So right now, no, I don't want a sibling.
Yeah.
How he might feel in a year from now, who knows? But in the moment, he likes that it's pretty much Gilbert's world and you live in it.
Right.
So I don't know if that's helpful or not. And you'll sense, I mean, look, families learn to cope and change when you have you have babies or whatever. So we'll just have to see. And he'll be older. Right now he's in that, young adult stage.
Right.
In a year or so, he'll be more mature, more adult-like, and it may change everything.
Right.
He said it won't change the fact that he likes to party.
Got it.
Is there anything else I can ask him? By the way, he appreciates you keeping it warmer in the house up here. He's not a fan of the winter.
Yeah, I didn't think so, because he doesn't stay out like very long when it's too cold.
Nope. Do you give him? Does he wear a sweater in the winter?
On really, really cold days, he does have a little jacket. I haven't actually put it on him in a while because it hasn't been too cold. But we do have an electric fireplace that he kind of likes to stand in front of.
Yes, because he says that on the colder ones, and thankfully we're going into spring, and he says he appreciated the extra layer.
Yeah. Oh, good.
He says he's a southern pig. He's not a northern pig. Right, big boy? But spring is coming. Yes.
Yeah, I just totally forgot what I was going to say. Gilbert, what was I going to say? We got to clean your ears again later. Oh, yes, now I know what I was going to say. Those really warm days last week that we had, those teas of spring, he was out there for like an hour in the yard, did not want to come in. That was like huge because I haven't seen him outside for that long a period of time in a while. So he was enjoying grazing and just being out there. So
he wants to know if you're going to give him an area where he can root around or, dig around with his snout.
Yeah, the whole yard he can. It's all fenced in. So yeah, he does that.
He loves it.
The other day. He
loves
it.
Oh my God, he's looking for roots and all sorts of goodies down there. Make a garden after he's done.
Right.
I know right now you're in a rental house, and yes, to my listeners, there are some landlords who rent to pigs.
Yes, there are.
And whoever your landlord is, thank you.
Right.
For taking a leap of faith, because according to Gilbert, he's a lot cleaner than most dogs and cats.
Right. Definitely.
But he's excited about the spring. He's excited about being outside more.
Mm-hmm.
He said you should try it.
Yeah.
Being outside more and digging up roots.
I don't know, Gil.
He likes your company. The other thing he's sharing with me is he enjoys his massages.
Right. He gets Daddy does certain ones that I don't do, but
he loves his massages that you give him.
Yeah, he loves his belly rubbed.
Especially that little belly. Well, maybe not so little, but his belly.
Maybe not a little, but yeah.
Well, I really want to thank you and Gilbert for being here.
No problem. It was our pleasure.
And it was such a joy to get to know you and get to know Gilbert a little bit better. And again, if you are interested in meeting Gilbert or learning more about him, please reach out to him at Gilbert The Party Pig on Facebook. And Michelle, his momager, will be there to help you figure it out. And when you put his rally or party together where the world can come and applaud him, please let me know. I'd love to be there.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Minnie, for being so kind about letting your big brother take over the limelight. It's like your shoes. There she is in the background. And thank you, Gilbert. Thank you, Gilbert. You rock.
Welcome.
You rock. You all have a fabulous day. And thanks so much for being here.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.